Welcome in the ring, folks. A very good evening to each and every one of you, wherever you're joining us from tonight. Welcome, welcome. We almost didn't come on. Jesus of mercy. So much you got to deal with. We almost didn't come on, but we're happy that you guys are here with us. Happy to have all of you. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. You're seeing us loud and clear, good folks. Oh, there was a protest today in front of the Ghana Elections Commission. You know, that place where the CEO don't agree with the legal counsel. You know, they hire a man to do a work. And when the man do the work, they get vexed. That same place. That same place where got Claudette who swing. You know, there was a protest activity out there today. You know, we say if you can't stand the heat, just resign and go home. And let me bring some people who we know want to do the work. So why don't we start there, folks? Let us start there. We know you guys have been waiting for a little bit, so we don't want to waste time. Let's get right to it, good folks. Our brother from another mother, Vince Roy Jordan, MP, Member of Parliament, Vince Roy Jordan. He was out there today, folks. Take a listen to what he said.
Good afternoon again to our viewing audience. This afternoon we're here at GCOM once again, which we've been doing for almost 5 years. And our main aim this afternoon, like the other days, is to ensure that we have a clean voters list, as my placard is saying, and biometrics for the general and regional elections. It is quite clear that GCOM is bent to its chairperson, Justice retired Claudette Singh, not to pay attention or to speedily bring a resolution to this need of a clean voters list and biometrics. But one must note that we cannot help but overemphasize that the list that we're talking about is the very list that had or caused the Vice President of Guyana, the sitting Vice President Barrett Jack Dio, to apologize to a family over the name of a dead woman who appeared as a nominator in the last elections. That was the local government elections being held just over about 2 years ago. Jack Dio, as General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, had to go to the public, take to the family, and say to them that he apologized for a dead woman's name being on the list as a nominator for persons who were running within the Woodlands NDC in West Berbice. The woman whose name appeared on the list, Jack Dio had, apart from that, persons who used thumbprints as signatories on his PPP list as nominators. Apart from those, we have persons who were overseas and they signed as nominator or purported to sign as nominators on that PPP list and several other lists across the country. And so when you take that alone into context and understanding that the list is heavily bloated, we cannot go into another election with that very list. We cannot go into another election without biometrics. And so we call again, as a political party, as a joint opposition upon GCOM to ensure that we have a clean voters list and biometrics. It is very important that Guyanese understand our call today, because without a clean voters list and biometrics, it is saying to us that the results that will come out of any elections being held will not be credible, they will not speak to fairness, and that we will not accept those results having come from such a list and not providing those basic measures which will produce credible results. And so Guyanese, we call upon you to join and echo the call from whatever sphere or whatever region you might be from, that we need a clean voters list and we need biometrics for this election. The PPP is bent, but we know that Jack Dio, just after the 2015 general and regional elections, when he lost, he thought it was best then that we should have a clean voters list and that we should have biometrics. Further to that, the coalition during its tenure in office pushed to ensure that we have clean voters list and that we move to the point of ensuring that both parties are satisfied with that list. And it was because of a court ruling, of which we all know, by the Chief Justice that caused the halting of the then exercise of house registration. I am saying, the party is saying, and the general public by extension is saying, that we see the bloated list. We know that it is heavily bloated. It is way past half or 50% of our population and heading to almost 90% of our population as calculated, being over 730 something thousand registered voters. And note that we will also have more voters added to the list as persons become 18, and the population still stands just about 750,000 based on the last 2012 census. So it is high time that GCOM recognize that it has a mandate, and that mandate is to ensure that it holds free and fair elections with a credible list.
Yep. Our brother Vincroy Jordan there, MP Vincroy Jordan. He understands this issue, folks, top to bottom. Top, back to front. Top to bottom. That's how we got to understand these issues. And this is the time. You better fire yourself up. You know, we ain't going out there looking thin, you know. These folks asking for truth. These folks asking for honesty. And then when you hit them, you know, they won't cry foul, F-O-W-L. That's the kind of foul they won't cry. They're asking for truth and honesty, and when you start spelling it out, you know, they're looking so thin. When you get when people who claims to be such a huge party, oh, we're big. Y'all let me hear them. Oh, we're big, we're mighty. You know, I want to fight tonight, man. Let's take off my mic. Hold me shot, somebody. Andrew there, hold me shot. Dan, Dougie, hold me shot. Lily, hold me back, man. Hold me back. When you start talking the truth, why don't you looking so thin? Why don't you looking so frightened? PPP claims they're big and, you know, monolithic. They're a behemoth of a party. And you got to be organizing. People saying, oh, we deserve honesty. Honesty boxing them in the face, they can't see it. Slapping them over the head, they can't see it. Why are they so afraid? Why are they out here looking thin? Why this desperation? They are not allowed here. You remember, sanctions, conflict of interest, Nigel, Aubrey Blanchett, Bonding madness. We don't know yet the details of the black box. We don't know it yet. Are we going to still pretend Even is a real president? We going to pretend that? Could we talk the truth now? Could we talk the truth now, Penelope? Why was Sue Camille? Camille, you know this thing top to bottom. Why was Sue in the living room? Jack Joseph was such an affront that Sue said he is corrupt and he is suing Sue. I never hear he asked about that case in a press conference. When is that case going to be called? Huh? 4 years ago, we promised the Chief Justice, the people who are asking about truth, could we have the truth? Truth lashing them all over the head. But tis this season. Tis this season. The folks say they want truth. Truth in the Bigfoot. And then seen it. That's what they're asking for, you know. So they get up some people. You know. They pay them 5,000 with a box of cook up. Because they gonna come now like if this something happening. These people go and give Maduro gifts. And it's one of we own. We're trying to treat like an outcast. No one the people from Mocha say, all kind of people come put up stall and stands and we treat them we own anyhow. Small one of the people can say that. And it's the truth. Y'all know the people telling the truth. Don't come around with funny. So why Sue and Sue till now? You see? The truth is look different to different people. Since here fun coming, he said we get the Chief Justice. He said we get the Chancellor. And every day now, you put a mic in the face. Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh, it's next week. How come? Skeldon Sugar Factory failed. The Skeldon Modernization Project. How come after 4 years, we produce a pound of sugar to profitability? How come? Tell me how come? How come? If Jaguar is so bright, how come we are where we are with sugar and so many other industries, so many other sectors? Thank God for the oil sector. Thank God the last administration did the hard work in hammering out the Natural Resource Fund Act. Left it for them. Right? Long time gone, short time come. What happened to GCOM? Could we ask a question? 2 power ships, we still got blackout. Could we talk about that when we're talking about truth? What happened to the fiber optic cable? The K2 secondary school finished building the $1 billion secondary school. You done yet? They promised me EID cards, 40,000 US dollars. We get the ID cards yet? The EID cards. We get it yet? What happened to the Shady Chic? Will you see the contract yet for the Sputnik? You remember the Sputnik vaccine? Will you see the contract yet? Oh, could we get some honesty and truth? Huh? And what the firefighters said about Robeson was not the truth? Andrew Griffith, Carl Braffett, Marsha, what the firefighters said, bear his soul. Nelisha Hola, see, they may confuse me. Nelisha, the man, bear his soul. Isn't that the truth? And what were these cutthroat friends, these backstabbers, umbrella man, big balls? We gotta get a new set of friends. Tis the season, folks. Tis the season. Was the man lying on Robeson? And Joe, in one fleeting moment of honesty, Joe said he could hide people, man. There were documents. Hide the migrants. Don't bother with documents. Don't bother with documents. They really want truth, or they want their version of the truth. Huh? Or they want their version. We had Swift girl Roslinda in the stands today. You all remember Swift girl? She was in the stands today. Oh, she liked her stands. She loved her stands. She in the stands for the longest while. And you see, when she in the stands, she talk a lot of things. When she understands, she talk a lot of things. She talk today. Good folks, the folks that want the truth. We have the different truth, aren't we? We have the different truth. You remember the last time Miss Rasul, Ras something, took the stand. She told us, she said these SOPs, they were left unguarded for a long time. You know, anybody could have walked up, search through them, write in, and the written pencil could have rub out, put in. They were left unguarded for a long time. But just us, the PP folks and some agents and so on. Remember, she was the girl from Amchan. A lot of things talk today. No, she confessed today, folks. Miss Rasul, she confessed today. Believe it or not. She says, see this confusion here? At Ashman's building, it's PP people started. Here's the PVP people, their agents, their observers. They started the whole thing. That's what she said. They were the ones shouting, creating the commotion, not following the proper channels. And then newsroom published their own story. And of course, one of the defense attorney, Mr. Ronald Daniels, had to pull them up one time. We want the kind of truth, do we? Fiona, we want the kind of truth. Marlene, we want the kind of truth. Avril, Rajin. You know, she probably had a job. She probably had a job. You see, when you start lying, you're going to lie, you make up life, lie. And you got to keep lying. That's the nature of the thing. Can the people, you know, the fella today really get me vexed? You know, the fella today, he asking the truth. He come with the placard. But do they really want to know the truth? They want their version. You know, like the people got their own version. You know, the one version of the virgin of democracy. You know, you just throw some paper in the ballot box. Throw some paper in the ballot box. And that's it. Democracy, left the rest to it. We'll take it from here. Right? Are they ready for real truth? The truth, like what the what the fella is, attorney, spoke recently. They don't want the truth. They don't want the kind of truth. They want you to make up things. That's the kind of truth they like. Right? They want that kind of thing. But the lady took the stand today, and the lady talked the things. You all know the whole thing, top to bottom. They don't want the kind of truth. So this fella here, this hireling, 5,000 a box of cook up. 5,000 in a box of cook up. You know, rent a crowd good. You know, they rent a crowd good. Ignite and rent a crowd. That's them. They rent a crowd good. Wherever I'm to son your niece, the one to get catch with the cocaine. Since we on truth, wherever I'm to son your niece. Because when Cherry Dragon and Agent Ashley, we're going to start bill. That's not fun. When we going to bring that to a completion? Macy's preschool? I was asking some questions. Swift girl. She might know. Look, we got to be truthful, Brothers and sisters. We got to be truthful. That's what the poet says. We got to be truthful. Right? The boys are asking for the donation at this point. So look, the link coming by. I want the table. So the link coming by. Y'all make a contribution, man. Keep us going. Shucks. My Lord, this sleeve here and me. No matter with me tonight. We want the kind of truth, We want the kind of truth. This afternoon, our brothers and sisters were gathered out there at the Square of the Revolution. Standing in solidarity with our sister Melissa Atwell, Melly Mel, who has been detained by U.S. authorities. We still don't know the full story. We still look. Well, I know a little more now, but I won't say it yet. Let one, two things work themselves out. We went to the White House yesterday. The other day, we met with some consultants and some lobbyists and so on. Met with the Trump administration. We gotta do what we gotta do. So I know a couple more things, but I want, like, really and truly, it's not the time yet. Timing is everything. Leslin, timing is everything. Neil asking, where is Sue? So last evening, God bless his heart, our brother Mark Benchka, hold on, I'll ring the damn bell one time for Mark, man. And I'm mood tonight. Let's ring the bell one time for Mark. He had Yvette Clark, Congresswoman from the 9th Congressional District. Marlon, is by your side? Is it by your side, Marlon? Who in the district? The 9th Congressional District. They let me talk the things last night. Travesty, she said. Sum it up in one word. Travesty. They got a little heritage from the British like us. Travesty. One word. I know the whole thing, top to bottom. That's what the Congresswoman said. And she didn't talk with water in her mouth. For those of you who missed it. She didn't talk with water in her mouth. She was talking the truth. Could we start there? Take a listen to what she said.
I have heard about this matter. As a matter of fact, I had the honor of meeting this young woman, and this is a travesty. There's no doubt in my mind that it is a travesty. And again, we have to understand that the folks who are protesting and speaking out in our nation are real patriots. They're speaking truth to power. Protest is baked into who we are as a country. As a matter of fact, those founders of this nation were protesting the British government, and that's how they ended up coming here to the United States as colonists. And so, again, when we're talking about anyone who is not of European descent, you are subjected to the persecution and prosecution, the hatred, the bigotry of the white supremacists that are consider themselves to be a ruling class. We have got to make sure that going forward, there are many more of us who understand right from wrong. There are many more of us who recognize that we cannot give this nation over after all that we have invested to, these individuals who have no moral compass and who, quite frankly, are extremely dangerous, not only to us here in the US, but on the global stage. And many lives are being disrupted and are being imperiled by the actions taken by this administration. And so again, we have to stand together. I am so sorry that this sister is in this situation, in these circumstances. One of the things that we have to do is protect those amongst us whose status is uncertain or whose status has not been finalized in the United States. And we have to be their voices because clearly they are being targeted by this administration for persecution. And the only way that we can protect our freedom fighters is by making sure that we stand in the gap for them.
Said. That's what the lady said. You heard that? And part of it that resonated with me as I'm listening back to that again for the 1,000th time. This country belongs to us. All of us. We can't allow folks who don't have no moral compass come and telling we who we must listen to. These people want to start with this thing, who could come in, who community, and go far away. And go far away. A real far away. Stay still and in the streets. Sometimes you gotta go somewhere for people. There's in the streets. Sometimes you gotta go somewhere for some people. And this thing can go far away. There's just a Sue in the garden hiding. What is he hiding for? So that is what the congresswoman said. I know a couple of things happening behind the scenes. You can't telegraph everything. Oh, no. People who don't got no moral compass coming to lecture you and I. No. We can take some folks who have clean hands. We can take some folks who got clean hands. And we pay our own tuition. So don't come lecturing us. We want some clean hand folks. Please and thank you. Some clean hand folks. We can take them. Not these jagabas and trench crappos. Not these tadpoles and cricketers. Not these chumpy birds. Anybody else, not them, come telling us nonsense. Who could come where and who could go where? You really want me to start chasing people out communities? Look, let's talk about the Pope a little bit. The man is much better. You see, he went to death's door. It's the wrong set of people getting sick in this place, The wrong set of people getting sick in this place. God damn it. Wrong set of people. All right, so they said the Pope went to death's door. Right? 38 days in hospital for pneumonia, lung infection, a whole host of things. These folks know they got... Hold on, man. These folks know they got the comorbidities. And before they're closer to Father, they don't fighting you down, They don't fight you. It's fight you what? Folks been bowing out to nothing, We got to go toe to toe with these comorbidities. With bald head and big balls. We got to go toe to toe with them. Since I was a little boy, y'all, in this thing, Is state funeral some of y'all get? Is state funeral some of y'all want? They know they got the comorbidities before they put in the car now. If you know you got your one good foot, you gonna take it easy. You got your one good eye. You gonna take it easy. You know you got your rented children. Take it easy. Huh? Pope Morris says, the Honorable Pope Morris, say ring the bell. But you gonna ask me twice. So we goddamn bell and we gonna ring it whenever we wanna ring it. They know they got a comorbidity pulling you, tuck in. You come here, that will fight. Jesus of mercy. Oh, we can fight them. We can fight them. You know what you're asking for? You know what you're asking for? All right. Some of y'all walking, dragging y'all foot, people sorry for y'all. But they don't know what y'all asking for. They don't know. You better ask someone to bring some salt in your chest. Even if they don't know. Landa, they don't know what they're asking for. That's why I'm telling you all. So, you know, let's send our best wishes to the Pope. And all who ailing tonight. All who ailing tonight. And it's good. I'll touch with them. In the US, I saw Vince and, is it Asher, Aria, US Vice President and his wife. His wife was going to Greenland, I think it is, and he said tag along. Oh, Jesus, Lady Cameron, get rid of he. He said he can tag along now. The Danish Prime Minister says it's unacceptable. You know, they think they could buy the place, you know. We can buy everything out. You know? They can buy everything. I see some hats trending in this country, in Greenland, saying, go away, Americans, or something like that. You know? They say they're going to buy out something and look, you know, if I didn't buy it out before, if he buy it out, folks, the Danish Prime Minister, right, Minette Fredriksen, hope I got it right, she's condemned the US unacceptable pressure on Greenland, they said, ahead of an unsolicited visit by a high-profile US delegation. They're like pots up. They're everything. Ocean Vance. Vance himself, as I said, he's tagging along now. They want to annex Greenland. Folks, I don't know what's happening. Right? But I ain't going to have visa keep me from my conscience. I hear people talking. I saw a headline where the Speaker of the US Parliament talking about doing away with the federal courts. What is this? If we start talking about that now, it's fire and brimstone. People want to lecture us about democracy and so on. But here is the Speaker, here's the House, the Senate, the Congress, talking about doing away with federal courts because they've been blocking up Trump's agenda with the deportation and the importation and yeah. You know, when I was a little boy, before I get bad, you know, when we learn Bible study and so on on a Wednesday night, and you used to, you know, your pastor rationalizing the scripture, and you hear about the great fall of America, and you little man, you say, what is man talking about here? What is man? It's never going to know me pastor as a prophet. Prophet Messiah. Prophet Raphael Messiah. It's never going to know and confess. By your works, you're going to know them. The man's a prophet. He said with a straight face. Man's a prophet. He said the whole thing will fall down. That's according to the books. I said this man. Right? Here now. But look, all that being said, I saw another US official. So the people from Iceland, Greenland, whatever land they say, oh, this land belongs to us. Yeah, just let me peaceful enjoyment. Yeah, 86 square. Now we here by ourselves, man. How much ever square is it? Allow us with our Greenland. Where are we going? Where are we going with this kind of madness? Where are we going? So Putin, apparently this truce between Russia and Ukraine, he can be as swift as Donald Trump. And as I said, I saw a high-ranking official. Sabbath News knew the whole thing, top to bottom. In the United States of America, says, listen to this. Because this is how it started in Ukraine, right? Washington wants to make sure, listen to the headline. In Sabbath News, I think Sabbath News took this from Reuters. Right? Calva Coron, Reuters reporting this. Washington wants to make sure that Guyana has security necessary, right? Guyana has security necessary amid the territorial dispute. This is according to U.S. Secretary of State. This is according to Mauricio Calvo-Coron. Right? This is the U.S. Special Envoy for Latin America. They want to make sure that we got the security necessary. What's the price tag there? Because remember, brothers and sisters, that in the Ukraine, they're asking for a lot of things. So when Calvo-Coron start talking about, they want to make sure we have the security necessary. What's the price tag? Michelle, you all think you're understanding what is happening here? The U.S. said in Ukraine, they won't have the mineral wealth. And they want to control the energy infrastructure. Sharif, is this what we're seeing? Is this what Rubio is coming to tell us? Because, folks, it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched. A former diplomat is telling us. Do we have that? A former Caribbean diplomat is telling us that there's what Rubio coming to do. Wrong story. Probably don't have it queued up. That they're coming to lay down the law. That's what Marco Rubio coming to do. Marco is coming to tell you what will happen. Right? He is coming to tell us what is going to happen. So I don't know if we're ready for that. So when we see this headline, right, that we should have the I with y'all with all of that. I with y'all. I for y'all with all of that. Right? But let me you see when you get big, you never tell us go wrong. This Guyana wants to make sure that Guyana has security necessary. We got a price tag there. That's all I want to know. Do we have a price tag there? You know? Let's touch on some things at home and then let's wrap it up so y'all could nine down the one good foot, drink your porridge and thing. Fire early this morning. 4 rescued from a burning building at Vredenhoek. A supermarket. Every day in this country, something combusts. The day don't happen, that's when you got worry. There's no fear and trepidation. Oh God, it's the end. We had a fight in it. We had a crash. We had a drowning. We had a boat accident. Oh God, the sky is falling. That's the day you got to worry about. Every day, like clockwork, something combusts in this little country. A good day, Andrew, Shireen, Bertrand, you can bust your door and you can just see everything charred. The last house gone. Everything will be just charred. Every day a house burns down. It is, I don't know how to describe it. How y'all describe recycling? Lester, Michael, Jacqueline, Alana. How y'all this every day? So there was that freedom hoop early this morning in the wee hours. In the wee hours, Yvette Miller, thank you. Yvette says sign to the times. Folks, if you're gonna make a donation, I really want to advise you to use that link. It'll give you an option for Cash App. You could Zelle, you could bring it in a bottle, you could put it in a flask, you could put it by the river. Mission Low, every day in this country. Our thoughts and prayers with the folks who would have suffered loss there. Thoughts and prayers with them, and then look, I just telling you. A man from Beehive found dead in a canal. Right? Or a man found dead in a canal at Beehive. I'm just telling you, every day in this country, God rest the dead, thoughts and prayers with the family. Every day, something, purgatory, with a chase of confusion powder. Every day. Like clockwork. So Beehive man gone. Found in a canal. What a way to die. What a way to die. Thoughts and prayers with his family. Thoughts and prayers with his family. And when you think it's finished, no. When these things happen, folks, it's not the end. It's the beginning of sorrows. It's not the end. Some people know whether they got telegram bad. When they went good. You remember the fire at the Ministry of Housing Annex when they burning up the documents and so on after the CEO resigned? You remember they burning up the documents for the lands and so on, the big giveaway and so on? Right? Ahmad and so on. Big giveaway, they burning up, they taking up the documents and so on. You remember they said the place was ransacked, but so nothing was taken. Somebody beat the security, and beat here is not physically, right? Means that they evaded the security. They beat the security, right? To go into housing. Brave enough to go into housing, but then take nothing. They said they find the man. This is the fellow. They've apprehended, intercepted, arrested. He ransacked housing. I don't know, maybe the thing taking so long, the man go and try everything he said. Approve. My little point, 0.00056 of an acre. Right? Everybody want the 4 acres and a mule. Approve. So nothing was taken. He just ransacked the place. Right? This reminds me. This wasn't long ago. I think you all will remember this. Right? I'll call 3 words and tell me if you know the whole story. That's how Guyanese are, You either put sound effects. you either put sound effects, to jog people's memory. You see the men they come and the men kick down the door and put in sound effects there. I'll call 3 words and you're gonna know the whole story. This one this fellow reminded me of when I saw him. 6 words. The wire, the lighter, the sponge. Tell me if you know the whole story. The wire, the lighter, the sponge. Tell me if you know the whole story. This reminds me of that story. You got started, Marie. The wire, the lighter, and the sponge. Tell me if you know the whole story. the man name is MacGyver. The wire, the lighter, and the sponge. This man remind me of the story. He ransacked the place, but he didn't find the file with the house and thing. He left the file. He didn't take nothing. Nothing was missing. Nothing was missing. Right? So where you got him out of this? Disorderly conduct, he ransacked the place. The wire, the lighter, and the sponge. Tell me if you know the whole story. I ain't telling nothing else, I I ain't tell you nothing else. Nothing else. You know the whole story. Guy is like that. You could call 3 words and you know the whole book. Sue in the living room. Sue in the living room. 5. Sue in the living room. You know the whole trilogy already. And call 2 words. And you know the whole story. Watch this now. Watch this. Look how we bad for this. I could close the show right there, you know. I could close the show right there. You busing down like I had a 4-hour show. 2 words now. Watch this, Eva. And now see, Janet. Watch this. Vanetta, big balls. Tell me if you know the whole story. Big balls. Top to bottom. Even Lamy, that's it. You know the whole thing. You can tell me everything now. Right down the line. But before we wrap up, folks, yeah, we had program time. Unfortunately, we started late. We apologize. We started late. You know, I was, engaging some information earlier. I saw DeVry University in the Caribbean. I have to read the whole thing now. I'll give you another laugh just now. Hold on. You remember Jack saying he's going to sue? You remember what became of that? Do you remember that? I'll show you something just now. So I'm looking there, DeVry in the Caribbean. I says not goal again. I says not goal again. I read the thing like my life depended on it. Looking for see Jacob Upadei, goal, SDCQRM, whatever the place name. Could you imagine? We like we go looking for shame every day. Looking for it. Staffordshire said they know nothing but we. They know nothing but goal. Oh, Father. They know nothing but big balls. And they know nothing but ball head. Liverpool University. Oh, they put it with a shame. Before Guyanese students step in Liverpool, they don't know how cunning we be. Arden, not Eden Cafe. Arden, not Eden Hotel. Arden University. Said they know nothing but we. Nothing but Upadei, Goal, ISDC, nothing but them. We know nothing. So where all this happening, folks? You remember Sue? That was supposed to be sued because he brought down Jack News' high esteem, to low gravy in the eyes of the international community that has a high regard for him. He said, I'm suing Sue. He has sullied my reputation. He has injured my good name out there. I'm suing him. Right? Whatever happened to that? Right? Check this out. Upadei say Iganam. Let's think about people. This thing about people. Somebody talk Odessa. Upadei say he can sue Gold. He can sue ISDC over the Staffordshire University agreement. Oh, Father. They're coming before Sue case or they come after? It's coming before Sue. Guess Sue or it can come after? I don't know why this man don't keep quiet, For your own sake. Upadei, for your own good, tap out. Tap out, Upadei. Tap out. This is how some people fire themselves, like Charon asked. This is how some people fire themselves. They don't. He say he can sue Staffordshire. Oh my God. Yeah, stop it. Stop it. I need air. You have to turn on the fan. This AC kicking. He can sue Staffordshire. Somebody take the mic. Tell my wife, take the phone. He can sue ISDC. Because he didn't know. He didn't know. Oh my God. This got tab written all over it. Where you find a Paku? What you do? You see, guys, he's doing the whole thing already. I just give you a line. Somebody stop the show. Press the finish button for me. Where you find the Paco? Oh, what you do? You know the whole thing, top to bottom. I just gave you all three. I will show that. Top to bottom. The man said he, following Jack Jones' footstep in sue, he is going to sue Staffordshire. And he's going to sue ISDC. He going to sue the middleman. Because he didn't know that when he turned to writing the exam and the test, forget the grades that they get, forget to the next university, that Staffordshire was in the mix and they're writing and marking itself. This can't be a real country. This can't be a real place where people want truth. And they don't get Jacob over there in face on a placard out there asking for truth. If the US don't revoke his visa, they do him this service. If they don't stop he and JFK and question he and escort he, they do it with the service in this country though. We can't let people come in here and carry outside looking tin. Got me outside the looking tin. Brothers and sisters, I don't know. You see all this laughter here? It's just how we register despair. It's just how we register despair. When Trade University said, these people is canard. Under the people, you know, Tree International, reputable university said, them over there in the dark car, them two power ships, is canartists. We don't know them. We don't wish to know them. Either keep them away from us. We beg y'all. Keep them away from us. Staffordshire, Liverpool, Arden. So keep them away from us. Please and thank you. And who do we have to thank for that? Who? The man who said he gonna sue. He gonna sue the bellman. Well, I rather see it. How come on these things? Juggling around and break your risk. You risk. He a risk now. We gonna fight them. Fight up a day. Forgot me out here looking tin. Fight him. We gonna fight them. Madness in this country. Madness. The close-up. Do we have one? Folks, thank you for being such a great audience. Thank you so much. Yeah, without y'all, what are we going to do with this show? What are we going to do? God damn it. The close-up. You know what? He fed the money from the Lotto fund. Could we deal with that truth, big uncle? Big uncle, could we deal with that truth? You know the thief of the money of the Lotto fund? The Lotto fund ain't got a board since the end of 2020. And then buy and bring in one. It's trying to spend the money on the Lotto fund door though. But big uncle want to know the truth, you know. The big uncle want to know the truth. He they're really the Lotto funds, folks. They're really the Lotto fund. And let us close with that. Please and thank you. Take a look. Take a listen.
The Guyana Lotteries Commission isn't in place. Our funds from the Guyana Lottery Company are being spent. At the sitting of the Public Accounts Committee on Monday, member Ganesh Mahi Paul noted that since 2019, the Lotto Commission hasn't been in existence.
Are monies still being used from the Lotto's fund? Yes, based on cabinet decisions. Yes, so once we receive, because the only way the finance secretary and the accountant general would seek to approve any spending is once there's a cabinet order.
But despite the absence of the Lottery Commission, business goes on as usual. Funds are being spent. Mahi Paul queried the authority.
We, at the Ministry of Finance, what we're doing is ensuring that we keep records of transactions and to ensure that the Auditor General could access those records to determine whether the statements that we prepare at the end of the year.
That was the finance secretary. But Mahi Paul wanted to know who is usurping the function of the Lotto board.
Yes, so the money which we are administering the lottery fund, based on the Auditor General's review, all right? I don't think he highlighted any issue.
The finance secretary said that he understands that there should be a board. He also understands the functions of the board.
What we what we've been doing since the board was, since the lottery fund was set up, was essentially facilitate transactions and to keep records of those transactions, how much money we receive from the company, how much we put into the consolidated fund, and if we utilize any money from the Lotto fund, what we utilize those funds to do. There is no board in place right now. Monies are being spent from the Guyana Lotteries Commission. In the absence of the board, someone or a collective is usurping the authority of the board.
Mahi Paul said that in order for Cabinet to approve spending, a document must be submitted. Somebody must be presiding over meetings of the Lotto Commission.
Ms. Prasad was a former member on the on the board. She is a public officer. She is the one who would have been putting together the reports, as well as right now assisting with the processing of transactions.
Now she's doing that.
Yes.
So she's doing that outside of a mandate, because she was given that mandate from 2017 to 2019 with an instrument.
I'm not involved in the processing of the transactions. I got involved. I got involved at the stage where we have financial statements which were supposed to be submitted for audit scrutiny. I didn't see anything in the laws that stated that I'm prevented from submitting those statements to the Auditor General for audit scrutiny. So
It turns out that Cabinet determines how the Lotto fund is spent. The Ministry of Finance is in no position to query.
That's going to do it for us this evening, folks. That's going to do it for us at this end. Like the Finance Secretary trained under Sam Hines. like he trained on his arm. He got some perilously long arms. My Lord. He's like, pick up the pace a little bit for us. Come on. We ain't getting any young in this place. That's going to do it for us, folks. That's our time. That's our program. Thanks for your contributions. Thanks for sharing your life. Thanks for smashing that emoji button for us. And stay safe, folks. Stay safe.